In today's video, I'm going to explain the next event coming to Clash of Clans that will let you play with the most overpowered troop ever released, plus unlock a new Grand Warden epic ability for free. What's going on, my friends from Clash of Clans? Get ready for a month filled with 3 stars and happiness. Starting on October 11th, all Town Hall 6 and above players will open the game to a dialogue by a creepy-looking apprentice builder. Apparently, he discovered a statue that he was not supposed to be messing with. Like prior metal events, a new building called the Hydra Headstone will populate where the Clan Games caravan sets up. Inside, there will be a rewards track filled with 5 different temporary event troops, a 30% training boost, free event decoration, hero equipment ore, and the very special Mashup Metal currency. And of course, if you played this time last year, you're going to recognize 4 of the 5 temp troops. The Barcherer, Witch Golem, Lava Loon, and Hog Wizard are all returning to the game, which should make a lot of you very happy. The 5th temporary troop is called the Ice Minion, which has the ability to freeze buildings for a set duration when destroyed. It also has a freeze effect to slow defenses when it attacks, and this troop is a defensive targeting troop with 4 housing space, which means that you can train a ton of them, but they're still not as good as the Lava Loon. Now, to fill the event rewards track, you will need to collect Sour Elixir, but unfortunately this year they changed it. You will find Sour Elixir in 3 random buildings out in multiplayer battles, very similar to the chest event. You will also have the option to use gems per reward tier to fast track through the main rewards track if you want. And there will also be an event pass available for more mashup medals and hero equipment ore, and that will more than likely cost $4.99. To fill the main rewards track, you will need to collect 16,000 Sour Elixir. Then there will also be a bonus track which requires 8,000 more Sour Elixir to complete. In total, you should be able to claim 3,750 mashup medals, which can be spent in the trader tent. So let's quickly take a look at the options that will be available to you in the trader for purchase with those mashup medals. Now, first things first, obviously there's not going to be a free hero skin this year. I'm sorry guys, I know a lot of you wanted that, but you know, that's just not going to be the case this year. However, they are going to be releasing a brand new Grand Warden epic ability in the Lava Loon puppet, and it's basically what you guys would expect it to be, where the Grand Warden, when his ability is used, will summon a Lava Loon unit, which will go onto the battlefield and join your other troops. At level 1, it will summon one of those, and it obviously sits at a level of 1 for the unit itself. But at level 27, it will have the ability to release 2 summoned units at level 11. So they will be quite powerful, and it could be paired with something like maybe, I don't know, the Fireball or something, but yeah, it's all right. I mean, I really don't know how to feel about this one. It's just a way to use the troop without actually having the troop in the game full time. Then there are other options that you could spend your mashup medals on, one of those being an exclusive obstacle called the Bubble Boil Cauldron. This one actually looks really cool. And then after that, you have the Starry, the Glowy, and the Shiny Ore, which are going to be reasonably high prices, followed up by the options of the Rune of Elixir and Rune of Gold, which would take up a bulk of your mashup medals if you decided to buy one of those. And then they have the Book of Building, Book of Fighting, and Book of Heroes. Now, I must note that the price of the Book of Heroes did increase from last year opposed to what it is this year at 1,030 mashup medals, followed by the Shovel of Obstacles, and then naturally the potions that they offer each time. And then there are a couple of different options for clan house parts in a roof and decoration if you're into that. And they also included the option to purchase some Dark Elixir as well, unlike previous metal events. Now, I'm just going to speculate here and say that the biggest hype factor for this event is the re-release of the Lava Loon for a lot of you guys, because I know last year we had Mashup Madness. That was the event. That was the very first metal event, and a lot of players were very happy that they got a free Archer Queen skin out of the deal. But sadly, that's not the case this time around. But guys, you got the Lava Loon is back. This thing was so OP last year, and everybody was 3-starring with it to the point where, you know, they had to make sure that they cut it off. They actually nerfed it at one point. So I wanted to do an attack and see if it's going to be equally as powerful. I found an army on Sir Moose's channel that was Lava Loons and Bat Spells, and that was against a Town Hall 15 last year because, you know, 16 wasn't around, nor did we have hero equipment. So for the Barbarian King, we gave the Earthquake Boots and the Spiky Ball. The Archer Queen, we gave the Healer Puppet and the Frozen Arrow. For the Grand Warden, I wanted to try out the brand new Lava Loon Puppet with the the Eternal Tome, and then the Royal Champion, we gave the Hog Rider Puppet and the Haste Vial. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out with a King and a Queen up top. Now, remember that the Lava Loon targets air defenses first before anything else. So a lot of players last year were just zapping the air defenses and then spamming the loons. And that's what's going to happen this year, more than likely, is that the way you use Lava Loon is to just release them. Let them go off into the Great Abyss and let them destroy everything. So we got the Rage Spell down, Grand Warden with the Lava Loons, and we're going to send in a Battle Blimp. I believe inside the Battle Blimp is like Yetis and Sneaky Goblins. But you'll notice that in the center, we're going to release the Grand Warden's ability, which will shed off 2 level 11 Lava Loons to join the group, and his Eternal Tome to kind of protect these troops as they go around the base. Once the air defenses fall, they will start targeting basically everything in regard to defenses, and then we're going to swarm in the bats, very similar to an IC5 attack, where we're going to freeze things like the Wizard Tower and allow the bats to take them down. We did lose the King and the Queen, but they're kind of sacrificial anyways, and the Lava Loons and the bats are going to continue to proceed through this base, getting in on the Town Hall because there was a invisibility spell tower that kind of stopped the Yetis and the Sneaky Goblins from taking it down. I don't think it necessarily matters because the Lava Loon is so powerful that it's able to just absolutely wreck bases even at Town Hall 16. So, you know, I know some of you guys out there just absolutely love how strategic Clash of Clans is, but many others of you just like the fact that you get to 3-star without having to think or overthink it. So let me know down in the comments below what you think, and happy hunting with the Lava Loon, boys.